Hello, and I'm Victoria Rose, and I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of an upper body, head, neck, shoulders, chest stretching sequence today. So I usually always recommend for when you're having a stretch at home, you have some blocks nearby. If you don't have blocks, you can use some books or water bottles or weights if you have any free weights, a strap in case it's hard for you to reach your toes or something. You could also substitute this with a belt or a scarf, and a bolster or a cushion to sit on. Again, this could just be pillows from your couch, even if you need to stack a few together. So go ahead and grab those things, and I'll meet you here, whether that's on the mat or your carpet. So we're going to begin today in a supported malasana. So sitting on something. Now you have the option here. You could sit on your blocks, or you could sit on your cushion, or maybe it's some kind of combination of them both. The position we're going for here is knees separated, wider than hips distance. And sitting up nice and tall, we want to take the elbows to the inside of our thighs. So finding that elbow to thigh connection, and then bringing the hands together, and we're going to push the elbows and thighs, and you might be able to rock slightly here, forwards and back. So it's going to depend. You might need more support than me, so that might look like having a little bit more height to help hold you up. So you can always hit pause and adjust. Making sure you've got that elbow to knee connection. Let's take a few breaths here as you inhale, filling the body up. And as you exhale, trying to soften, continue to push into those thighs. 2 more breaths here, breathing in. Can you take a nice long breath? Remind the body that was safe. And exhale. 1 more time, breathing in. And let it go. So we're going to take the right hand towards the right foot onto the floor, or even if you have access to grabbing the ankle or the foot, you can do that. Either way, still pushing that right elbow into the right thigh. You're going to keep that connection, and the left arm comes towards the right, and you're going to draw a bow. So left elbow nice and high, and when you can't go anymore, let that left arm unfold and open up to the ceiling. So we're reaching and twisting here. A nice long diagonal line between your right hand and your left hand. Your gaze can look up towards your left hand. And if that's not feeling great with your neck, maybe just looking down or in front of you. Nice deep breath in and out. You can stay here, or you can take that left hand and work on your internal rotation. Maybe taking that hand behind you to rest on your back. Let's take 1 more breath here in this twist. And release, coming back towards the center. So we'll go to the other side. So left elbow and left thigh connection. Keep pushing that left thigh. Ground the left fingertips or reach for your foot. Right hand draws the bow. Elbow nice and high, proud chest. And then opening that right arm towards the ceiling and twisting. So this twist is active. We're working on spiraling out the spine. And you're also getting a little bit of a stretch into your inner thigh here and groin area. Depending on if you're looking up or down, also getting our necks. Option to stay, or you can take that right hand behind you and rest it on your low back or your sacrum. Can you give yourself just a few more breaths here? And then slowly release and come out, coming back to center. So by this point, you might be feeling those ankles. We're going to take it into a half hero, half malasana. So just follow me. So go ahead, and I'm taking my right foot and I'm turning it into a kneeling position. So hopefully this feels okay with you and you've got enough height underneath of you. It's not too much pressure on that right knee. It's a nice way for us to stretch out the right shin and ankle. Meanwhile, that left knee stays where it is, and we're going to take the left hand and we're going to take the back of the left hand towards our rib cage and waist. Now from here, can you try and get that left elbow inside the left knee? Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little, and you're going to already feel that stretch in the left shoulder. So this is really great for working our internal rotation. Also, most of us are a little tighter here. This is where things like a pinched or trapped nerve can come in. So nice deep breaths, and there's a subtle engagement, about 20% press between the inner thigh and your elbow. Nice deep breaths, each inhale, filling up, and each exhale trying to soften that area. And as you get more comfortable here, you can start to increase by gently pushing that elbow in. Keeping that neck long. Let's take one more breath here. And slowly we'll release. Just taking that arm out the way, give it a little circle. And we'll go ahead and try that on the other side. So swapping legs, taking that left knee bent, right knee comes up into that half malasana. And go ahead, take the right hand, back of the hand, so chicken wing, get that right elbow high. Hold it next to your ribs and tuck the right elbow to the inside of the right knee. So this is my sticky side. This is also my dominant hand. So probably for a lot of you, your right hand dominant. So might be a little bit more stiff. And as you're doing this, inhale, fill up. Exhale, try to drop that shoulder away from your ear as you gently press the right elbow in. So doing your best here to keep your chest and face forward. So staying squared off rather than turning to the left to compensate. Try to keep facing forwards. Nice deep breaths into that right shoulder, keeping the head long, neck long. Just taking the time to let the nervous system relax so that the body can soften and open up. Any protective layers that you've been wearing, just letting them down when you're stretching, letting the body know you're safe. Last breath here. And slowly release, coming out of it. Just roll the hand, roll the shoulder. Also a great stretch on the wrists there. So now coming into kneeling on your bolster, pillows, blocks, whatever it is that you have. And we're just going to finish with a little bit of neck stretches. So taking those hands behind you, interlock your fingers, and then you're going to pull the hands away from you. Pull them away and lift them up, and just opening up the head, the heart, the chest towards the sky. And we'll take those hands over to the right waist. So once they're over at the right waist, you can take that right elbow and hug it in nice and tight. And those fists are strong, so the fingers are locked here. And then bowing the chin to chest, let the head roll over, right ear to right shoulder. So your hands are on your right hip. Your ear is towards your right shoulder, and we're breathing into the left side of your neck. Now try to find a place, maybe the nose is pointing up. It might be slightly in front of you, but once you get to that juicy spot, can you just let the jaw hang open? And try to breathe all the way down the side of the skull, from the back of the eyeball, down the neck. Big sighs. No need to overdo it here. Give yourself one more breath. Bring the chin back to chest, lift the head, release the arms. We'll take it to the other side. So hands to the left hip, chin to chest, rolling left ear to left shoulder. And let that mouth hang open. Closing the eyes. Deep breaths into the right side of your neck. Maybe even from the right temple down the side of the skull. Just allowing yourself a chance to really settle here. Maybe even finding a sense of surrender in the stretch. Last breath. And slowly chin to chest. Coming back towards the center, release those hands. Next, we're just going to stretch the very back of the neck. So if you take your right hand up to the ceiling and take your nose to your right armpit, and gently pulling from the back of the head, draw the nose to the armpit and hold here. So you don't have to pull too hard, just enough. Shrugging that left shoulder away from you and taking a few deep breaths, finding the stretch down the back of the head, back of the skull. Nice patient and slow breaths. Maybe you can try and change your relationship with stretching from something that you have to do or that you throw in whenever you've got the time to a time where you can carve it out to slow down. Let's come out of this nice and slowly. We'll go to the other side, nose to the left armpit. Gently use the left hand to pull it forwards and down. Deep breaths, noticing any differences on this side. And perhaps using your stretching sessions as a time to really sit with yourself and confront whatever it is you've been avoiding or neglecting. This is really the practice of yoga, so even if you don't think you do yoga, you're doing it right now with me. Let's take one last breath here. And then release, coming back towards center. One final breath here, breathing in through the nose. Big sigh, let it out. Okay, so you are all done. Hopefully you enjoyed that little variation of stretches. If you want to do any other stretches right now, feel free to add them in. You've already got your space set up. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day and let me know if you have any questions.